All right, let's talk about fractions today. So what is a fraction? If you go ahead and take a look at some of the examples that we have up here, we've had some pictures to show what different fractions look like. We have some vocabulary words and different number representations. So taking a look at that, what do you notice? What do you think a fraction is? I notice that they're taking these whole pieces, right? This whole pie, this whole pizza, this whole cake, and they're breaking it into parts or sections, right? When you eat a pizza, you only eat a slice or a part of it at a time. I noticed that there are different sizes of parts, right? Like this 1/4 looks a little bit smaller than this 1/3 or 1/2. Right, so there's lots of different fractions that we can see or experience in the world. Food is a really easy way to start talking about fractions, so we're going to start with that, but then we'll get into some real life examples of where we can see fractions and notice how they help us solve problems in the real world. So let's go ahead and start with our objective today. So today we are going to identify and create different fractions. How we're going to do this is by locating equal parts of a whole. And why we're going to do this is in order to explain how fractions help us solve everyday problems. Okay, so looking at this word, this is the only word today that I highlighted and I put it in bold print, equal. This is really important for it to actually be a fraction. They have to be equal parts. Okay, so we're going to look at sort of what an equal part would look like and then what it will not look like. But to start, I'm going to talk about Linda and Ebony, and they're going to split a sandwich. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller actually. Okay, so when we talk about sharing, we share equally. Okay, not always, but when we're talking about fractions, we're going to talk about sharing something equally. We want it to be fair. So there's Linda, she's one person, and then there's Ebony, that's two people. So we need to split this sandwich in half. Okay, there are different ways to split this sandwich. So I have 4 sandwiches here, and I just want to see if there are different ways that we can split this sandwich to share. So what is one way you can split this sandwich in half, 1/2, so that we could share? I could just go right down the middle, right? Okay, so that is one way. This half, 1/2, this half, another half, okay? And I'm gonna color one side red, so this could be for Linda, okay? And then one side blue. So this one could be for Ebony, okay? So we've split our sandwich in half. Okay, another way you could split the sandwich is, yeah, we could split it this way, okay? Splitting it in half. My mom used to cut my sandwiches a different way. She used to go from corner to corner and give me sort of a diagonal cut. So she used to cut it like this. And if the sandwich really is a rectangle, a square, where all the sides are the same, right? Equal sides. And when you cut this in half, it's definitely going to be exactly the same size. So there are different ways that we can cut this whole sandwich into equal parts, okay? So that you have 1/2. So this is 1/2 of that whole sandwich, okay? I have 1 part of the 2 parts I cut my sandwich into, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at some other examples of fractions. So we just said that a fraction has to be equal parts of a whole, okay? So you're taking a whole and you're breaking it down into parts, and they have to be equal. So if we're looking at this circle, the circle is the whole, and I'm breaking it into my 4 parts. Are these parts equal in size? Are they the same? Yes, right? To me, that looks the same. They are equal. This one and this one and this one and this one are all the same size, so that shows a fraction, okay? How many parts is this broken into? How many parts are there? 1, 2, 3. Okay, there are 4 parts, okay? And if I'm gonna eat one of them, let's say it's a pizza, and I'm taking this piece of pizza for myself, how many of those parts am I eating? How many? Of the 4, I'm eating 1. Okay, so I can say that that is 1/4 because that is truly an equal part of that whole. Now, if I come over here, is this section the same, this part the same as this part down here? Are they equal in size? No, they're not equal in size. So that is not a fraction, okay, because these are not the same. Same thing if you go down here and you look at this one. Are these the same size? Are they equal parts? No, this one's not either. Well, how about this one over here? Are these the same size? Is this part and this part equal to this part and that part? Are they all the same? Yes. Okay, so I can say the same thing if I'm going to go ahead. Let's say this is a candy bar and I'd like to eat just one little section of my candy bar. Okay, we know that this was broken up into 4 parts again, but how many did I eat that time? I only ate 1. Okay, so that's 1/4. Okay, now I'm going to pull over one more example here. All right, so let's take a look. This image right here, this circle, is this broken up into fractions? Do they have equal parts? Nope. This part and this part, definitely, they are not the same size, so they are not equal. How about this guy over here, this rectangle? This would be like our sandwich, right, that we split. So this, remember, this side is equal to this side, equal to this side, equal to this side. So if you're looking at all of these triangles, when we cut them into parts, are they equal? Are they the same? Yes. And this is broken up into 4 parts again, right? How about this one? Is this side the same as this side? Yes. Is this side the same as this side? Yes. And if you go from corner to corner, this part and that part are equal. Okay, this one's a little bit different. Let's write this fraction out. How many parts did we make from this rectangle? How many equal parts? Yep, there are 2. Now, let's just say that this is a block of cheese and I am going to eat this part. I'm hungry. So it's a little bit of a bigger piece, that's for sure, but I'm going to eat 1 of the parts. So I'm eating 1 of the 2 parts, so that's 1/2. I'm eating half of that block of cheese. Okay, let's come over here. This is our circle. So this is our hole, and we're cutting it in half. Are these 2 parts the same? The same size, equal in size? Yes. Okay, so that is the same too. And this one you can also write and show as a half, right? We're splitting this into 2 parts. So again, I have 2 parts. And let's say I'm just super hungry and this is my pie and it's pumpkin pie and pumpkin pie is my favorite. So it's Thanksgiving and I'm going to splurge and I'm going to eat an entire half of that pie. How many of those halves, how many parts did I eat? I ate 1. So I ate 1/2 of that pie. Okay. All right, so there are some examples for you. All right, so we're going to do one more quick example. This is where it gets a little bit tricky when you don't have shapes. So splitting fractions and showing them based on shapes is one way, but you can also show fractions by items of things, okay? And you're still breaking them or sharing them equally. So if you have a bunch of stickers, okay, so here's all these dog stickers. okay? And I want to share them equally, okay? We're going to go back to Linda and Ebony, okay? So remember, they were sharing their sandwiches. Linda and Ebony split their sandwich in half. Well, these same girls are going to share their stickers. So there's 2 girls. Can each girl get half of the stickers and still get whole dog heads? So that means you cannot split a sticker in half. No one wants half of a doggy face, right? So we're going to try to keep the stickers whole. So can you share and split these stickers in half? So we need to give some to Linda and we need to give some to Ebony. Okay, so we're going to make a little key here so we know who we're giving what. So I'm going to give Linda, let's see, I'll make this a little bit bigger. She's going to get pink and Ebony is going to get green. Okay, so let's see. Now I could go alternate. I could go Ebony, Linda, Ebony, Linda, Ebony, Linda, Ebony, Linda. I could do it that way. I noticed though that each of these strips of stickers is the same, right? This strip of stickers has 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So they're in strips of 10. So can I just assign each girl a strip? So let's say that Linda gets the first strip of 10. Ebony gets the second strip of 10. Okay, are they equal so far? Okay. Well, now I have to split this last strip of 10 in half, right? What is half of 10? If I have 10, what is half of 10? Meaning that if I have a number and I'm adding another number to it, I'm going to get 10. It's the same. Oh, that's like a doubles fact. What doubles fact do I know gives me 10? Yeah, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if there's 5 left for Ebony. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. So I know that 5 plus 5 gave me 10, so that I was able to split that up. How many does each girl get? Linda got 10 plus 5, which is 15. Okay, and Ebony got her strip of 10 plus 5, which is 15. What's that total? The total number of stickers that they split. What was the total number of stickers that they had? 10 plus 10 is 20, right? Break this down a little bit. 10 plus 10 is 20. And then my 5 plus 5 is 10. So 20 plus 10 is 30. So there are 30 stickers. So I could have also taken the whole number 30 and then split that in half. And I would have gotten 15 and 15. Okay, so even when you have items like that, you can also share them equally and split them into equal parts. Okay, so that would also, we're splitting it in half, and that half of this whole group is a fraction. All right, so there's a couple examples to get you started, and we will come back with a few practice problems in the next video, okay? Have fun and see if you can locate or identify or notice different fractions around your house.